Hey, and welcome back to another video of Antimatter Chemistry. As you can see, indeed, we've started the last episode, but I have nothing here. That is because I've been doing some stuff off camera. So yeah, more or less I have quite this idea for the base. It's just a circle. And I don't know if to do many circles, to surround this by another bigger circle. Or to have like kind of other circles to the sides of this circle. And this small place here will be the center. Let's say the center of operations. So I want to have here my ME system. It is here, but we are still not producing energy passively. I'm just using carrots to power this culinary generator, which I get from this small patch, but just shifting and waiting for them to grow. Apart from that, I've also been doing some antimatter mining, as well as crafting a bunch more types of antimatter and dissolving them, and eating some new foods in order to get a bit more of health. Now, ideally in this episode, I'd like to get into the deep dark. The deep dark, I think I don't remember what is this, but we want to go to the deep dark. So for this episode, I want to complete all of this chapter, hopefully, and I want to go to the deep dark, which is going to be our mining dimension. So instead of having to use these components and convert them into ingots, what we would be able is to go directly to the deep dark, mine them, and if we need them, we can dissolve the final product and use it as components. But for that, we will need a lot of stone. Well, a lot of cobblestone. We need 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone and 5 triple compressed cobblestone. And that is a lot of cobblestone. It is just too much. Too much, we cannot use the silicon dioxide to craft it. Instead, we will use cobblestone generators, but for that we need to progress a lot, and that includes going into the nether. For that, we need all of these materials. Now, although the receipt recalls for, the quest recalls for 80 pieces of magnesium oxide, potassium chloride, and aluminum oxide, I'll do 2 stacks. Well, I'll craft 2 stacks, and this will be enough for a bit more than 10, which is what we need. So we can target the obsidian block, and we can just throw all of the components as well as some silicon dioxide. And this will get us some obsidian. Of course, this eats through a lot of silicon dioxide. And there is it, 16 obsidian. So let's get all of these quests as well. This will give us quite useful things. So we also get the ping generator. I'm not going to use this, I don't think so. Uses anything that is pink. Yeah, I don't think I'll use this. At least not yet. I will also get an iron wand, but I already have a diamond wand, so we can just leave this in here. I get 2 blocks of coal, which are going to be quite useful, I suppose. And we also get obsidian breakers, which basically instant mines obsidian, but this consumes the obsidian breaker. It shouldn't be quite hard to craft either. And we also get a diamond pickaxe. That is quite a nice upgrade. So let's build this portal. Maybe just here, outside. Then later I'll find a place for it. And I've already missed 2 blocks. We've got obsidian breakers. Let's use it. That's the portal. And then we need a flint and steel. Just flint and iron ingots. And that is our nether portal. Now, before going to the nether, as you can see, I'm still naked. So it would be a good idea to have some kind of armor while we are there in the nether. For that, I have a lot of charcoal in here I've been crafting. All of this, we can dissolve it into carbon. And this carbon, if we unlock the recipe, we can craft diamonds. It is quite expensive, but this will give us some better armor. Only have 4 diamonds. I need more. Now, while the diamonds are cooking, there is something else. We will need to grab a bunch of lava. I suppose a bunch, not only one bucket. So I think it's going to be a good idea to craft one of these portable tanks, which we can afford now. So in order to make redstone, it's not that simple as to make copper of iron. We do need strontium carbonate. For that, we first need some carbonate. Then together with some strontium, we should be able to get the strontium carbonate. And from it, we can get redstone. Now we also need 1 iron and 1 copper. With the iron and redstone, we can make a redstone servo. And together with the copper and some glass, we can make the portable tank. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Now, from one of the quests, we also get a crescent hammer. So we can basically just take it that easy. Now it's only me waiting for some charcoal to be crafted. Look at all of this carbon. It's just too much. Too much charcoal. And all of this, we need to dissolve it into carbon. And all of this carbon, we are going to craft it into diamonds. Basically, that's the idea. Now, this is the last batch of diamonds we can craft. That is 1 and 2. 34 diamonds in total. With this, I want, of course, a full diamond armor. This is quite basic. I want to get a diamond sword. And also, I will get a diamond apple. Just in case. We never know what's going to be of us. What is going to happen with us. But with all of this, we should be ready to just go. So now, we are ready to go into the nether. Go to hell. The nether. Of course. One quick thing. And that is the waypoint. And we can start doing stuff here in the nether. So this is all I got from the first nether visit. I'll be doing more of them, but for now I think this is going to be enough to continue with progression. The first thing we're going to do is some protein. The essence of animals. Protein, we are going to be using it in order to make some leather. 9, 10, 11, 12, that is enough leather. And then the leather, we are going to use it in order to make the glider. It's fine. Hang glider. Nice. And now we can just glide. This is going to be perfect for nether exploration. Now we do have soul sand. Let's get some nether wart growing. We will need this very soon. So we can do it like this. And the nether wart. Now something else we got from the nether, by killing some zombie pigments, we get these loot crates. The content of these loot crates, they're not really that impressive, but we do need some rubidium in order to continue. So let's just open everything. Can do something like this? Yes. 34 rubidium. I suppose it's fine. So with rubidium, we can do green antimatter. And the green antimatter, we can just dissolve them for more rubidium, tellurium, tungsten. What we were looking from here is tellurium. Now we also need some string. The string, we are going to be using it in order to make fishing rods, which, simply enough, we are going to be using to fish. That's simple. There's it. Fish. Now the fish, we are going to dissolve them to get selenium as well as some protein. And from now on, we need to progress until the cobblestone generator tier 4. This should be quite easy. So tier 1, just a lot of cobblestone with tellurium, glass, a lava bucket, and a water bucket. The tier 2, the cobblestone generator together with some iron and a stack of selenium. The tier 3, it's some diamonds together with some zinc. And tier 4, we will be using blaze rod and thallium. Thallium we can get from thallium ingots or soul sand, which I've got a bunch of soul sand. So let's go for that cobblestone generator tier 4. So here I have all of the items that we will need for all of the generators that we will be needing. So first, let's start with the basic one. The base cobblestone generator. This one in a chemical combiner. We can turn it into a cobblestone generator tier 2 with some diamonds and zinc. We can turn this into a tier 3. And finally, with thallium and some blaze rods, we can turn this into a tier 4. And for now, this is all that we need. We get some goodies from this, so that's quite nice. And we also get a compacting drawer. So we can throw this generator maybe here. This will start producing some cobblestone, which we can output to the top. And now we are starting to produce some double compressed cobblestone. We will need a lot of cobblestone, but a lot. So let's put some of these upgrades in here. Let's put 3 of them just for now. And let's throw this upgrade here. And we will have to wait a lot of time because we will need a lot of cobblestone for the deep dark portal. For now, the next step is going to be to get some grass and fertilizer. This should be fairly easy. Grassy. Now we don't need the grass. I already have grass patches here. So we can just use the fertilizer to get some flowers. And hope we get the flowers that we want, of course. We want these ones, dandelions. Now the dandelions, we can turn them into yellow dyes. And the yellow dye, we can just dissolve it to get some lead iodide. So this lead iodide, we can further dissolve it to get iodine and lead. We need the iodine. The iodine, we can turn it into purple antimatter. And the purple antimatter, we can dissolve it to get iodine back, tungsten, and vanadium. Our goal here is to get a bunch of vanadium. Next, for yellow antimatter, we will be using sulfur. Again, we will surround this with normal antimatter to get the yellow one. And this we can dissolve it to get sulfur back, scandium, and chromium. From here, we are interested on chromium. Last but not least, we will need a lot of granite. But a lot. Now this granite, we can turn it into polished granite. There is the quest. And this one, we can dissolve it to get silicon dioxide, beryllium, iron, and aluminum oxide. Here, we are interested in beryl, which is a component. It's a complex mold, so we need beryllium, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen. So yeah, we will need a lot of this. Now this should be all of the molds that we will need for beryllium, for 1 stack of beryllium. This is going to take all of my inventory space. But if we come in the combiner and we lock the receipt, we should be able to start crafting some beryllium. And that's 1 stack of beryl. Now let me grab my cobblestone generator. What we can do now is first craft some emeralds. We can craft 8 of them. And now in a regular crafting table, we can upgrade this into the tier 5 cobblestone generator, which will generate cobblestone every tick. Look at that, numbers growing. And now the only thing we need to wait for is time. Because we will need 5 triple compressed cobblestones and 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone in order to continue. So that is a lot of time. That is a lot of time. In the meantime, what we can do is do all of these optional quests. So this should be fairly easy. I hope so. So fertilizers, I think I have enough for the quest. That is it. Melons. What we can do is uncraft this to get the melon seeds. And let's use this patch right here that we have no use of. And we can harvest a bunch of melons. We will need 16 melon blocks. It should be fairly easy. Those are 16 blocks of melons. Then we need half stack of potatoes. For this we need potassium and starch. This should be fairly easy to do. There is half a stack of potatoes. Nice. And last but not least, we need 16 cactus. And we will need to craft it. Those are 16 cactus. Now, the good thing with these optional quests is that there is a choice reward. And we can choose a bunch of these. So I think what I'll choose is the satchel. I'll get the night vision. We will get into the construct's armory in order to get a better armor, so maybe the traveler's knapsack will be a good idea to have. And finally, we will get the traveler's cloak. Or maybe the hardened... No, we will get the hardened upgrade kit. We'll get to... Oh, good, that's fine. We are going to be using one to improve our energy cell. I forgot to mention, I've improved a bit this part. I have now 4 culinary generators to get less than 100 RF per tick, using carrots, of course. And I've just added this energy cell, which I got from this quest right here. Now this knapsack, we cannot use it yet. We need to have the proper armor for this, so we are just going to store this. But what we can do is hopefully put... Not... Yes, no. Oh, and we cannot use this one either. Okay. We will leave this for the future. But for now, what we can use is the satchel, which is extra inventory. So that is quite nice. That is quite nice. Now for now, it's just waiting to get enough cobblestone to craft the Deep Dark Portal. Let's see how much we have. We have 410 double compressed cobblestone. How much can we craft? Not enough, I think. 46 triple compressed cobblestone. This we can use it for 4 quadruple compressed, and we have enough actually. We do have enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then D4, and we have the Deep Dark Portal. Deep Dark Portal. For now, let's put it next to the Nether Portal. Here. So spooky. And we get a bunch of torch as well. And we are ready to enter into the Deep Dark. But that is going to be for the next episode. This is enough. This is enough for today. First chapter we did 1 full chapter. Well, sorry, first episode we did 1 full chapter. Second episode we also did 1 full chapter. Well, almost 1 full. We have to enter into the Deep Dark. But you know what I mean. So next episode, I think logically, we need to do the whole 3rd chapter. That's going to be quite nice. That's going to be quite nice. So that's going to be everything for this episode. If you are still here, thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.